Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Babam1337, and today we're going to be playing ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo. ActRaiser was made by Enix before they merged with Square. It's like a platforming, role-playing, simulation kind of game where you get to... It's like a platforming, role-playing, simulation game where you get to... Right. It's like a platforming, role-playing, simulation game where you get to... What? Are you... Let's just play the game.
Wow, ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo. When I first got this game, I didn't really know what to think of it. I mean, I didn't know what to do, really, is what it came down to. I started off thinking it was a role-playing game of some sort, but then as soon as I started playing it, it was like, these platform levels, and then all of a sudden you're in this simulation thing, and non-stop, it's crazy. I mean, the graphics were so cool and innovative. Going into a level is an event, like when you were playing Atari as a kid. It was like an explosion. Everything was so big and so colorful, and everything was moving, but nothing compared to it. So I think we should check it out. ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo by Enix. All right, let's do it. Adventure time! There's two types of gameplays really in this game. An adventure aspect and a simulation aspect. So I'm going to jump on the adventure aspect right now. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet platforming game. But, you know, when you start off the game, this is the very first thing you get, so you figure that the game is going to be just like this. Honestly, if the game was just like this, it would be great. Unlike in ActRaiser 2, where that's all this was and the simulation was all messed up, this really did a great job. I mean, level to level, each level was different, and you messed up so many times trying to go through it the first time around. You couldn't just, get it in the first time. Through the simulation levels, you level up the character that you play with in this game in order to move forward, which makes the game a little bit easier as you go on. But don't get it confused. This game does not let up, especially at the end. Sim City. As far as the simulation aspect goes, Enix hit it directly on the head. It's perfect. I mean, there's a couple of small things that I would like to change, like the villagers stopping you every 5 seconds at the beginning of you trying to save the village from certain peril. It's like, hey man, lighten up, I'm trying to get my job done here. I mean, inside each level, you've got a slew of characters to kill, places to seal up, missions to accomplish, items to drop off. The list goes on and on. It's a great simulation, and you gotta be extra careful, because the better you do in these levels, the better and stronger your character in the adventure levels is. So make sure you get everything. Battle of the Bosses. Alright, so here comes the best part of the game. And by that, I mean the biggest pain in the tuchus there possibly could be. You might even say it took us by surprise. Do you get it? Because it has two meanings. Alright, never mind. The point is that at this juncture in the game, you have to go back and fight the hardest bosses there were in the game. Here's the catch. You don't get any fill-ups on your health. You don't get any extra magic. You just have to blow through this and hope for the best. I'm telling you, the first couple times around, I did not finish it, and it was frustrating. So, buckle down and make sure you're leveled up. The end. Folks, I don't know what else I can say about ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo by Enix other than it is a game like no other. I mean, they made a sequel. It just wasn't as great. I played it, I owned it, but you'll never see it on this show. It's not a game that you should play. But this is a game that you totally should play. There's no other game like it. Trust me, you should play this. let's take it back to Babam, shall we?
What a game! ActRaiser by Enix on the Super Nintendo. Seriously, you can't get better than this. It's a simulation role-playing and a strategy game and a platforming game. You save the towns, you build up the areas. It's so well done. It's hours and hours of entertainment and awesome boss battles. You really can't beat it. You should play this. Okay, alright man, what is it that the villagers have to say to me? Well, yeah, obviously there's that. Don't freak, stay elite. This is Babam signing off.
Dr. the Moose is filmed by a live studio audience.
Hey kids!
Hi, Dr. the Moose!
Some of you may have questions on what to play after.
ActRaiser.
Well,
Metroid.
and
Super Putty Squad.
would be really great picks.
Expert Gaming. Yeah.